Welcome back to Griffin's Game Day. You heard from Coach Dan Day, and it is now time for our Griffin Player Spotlight as we count you down to Seton Hill and Mercyhurst. We're here with Logan Wiland, grad student from Vestal, New York, and everybody knows he's a running back as well. Logan, thank you so much for taking some time out, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
126 yards, 24 attempts against Edinboro last week. How good did it feel to get fed that many times and really allow you to get into that rhythm last week?
It was really nice. Offensively, that's a part of our team that really needs to step up a little bit, and being able to have some production myself was nice. Playing running back, we have a really loaded room, but we've been hit with some injuries, unfortunately missing Mike Valentino, who just got surgery on his ACL yesterday, so I'm hoping he's good in recovery, and Jai in and out with some injuries too, but yeah, it felt good for sure.
What was clicking for you guys, not only for you in the backfield, but also the guys up front? What was going on in the running game to allow you to rush for over 100?
Yeah, I think it was really stemmed from our dedication to watching film that week, because there was a couple looks that we knew that we could take advantage of if they hopped into it. And when they did, quarterbacks did a great job calling the audibles and the line adjusting properly and everything, getting our points down. So
guys did a great job of running the ball, but ironically your touchdown ended up coming through the air. So what do you have to do to get more production in the red zone? I know the coaches have been stressing that a lot. You heard Coach Day just stress that too. So from a player's perspective, what do you do to become more effective in the red zone, do you think? Yeah,
the red zone is definitely a main focal point for us right now, and I feel like we have been pretty successful offensively in the middle of the field. But just getting down there and being able to finish, I think it starts with our mentality and how we practice and everything. Just finishing every opportunity that we have and really taking pride in being playmakers and getting into the end zone. So
you had some really big third down and fourth down pickups last week on the ground. That had to feel good. Tell us a little bit about what your mindset is. When you line up and especially on a fourth down, when you need just a couple of yards and you're getting the football, what's your mindset coming up when you're lining up?
Yeah, those are some of my favorite plays throughout the game, and just the connection that we have between myself and the O-line, just trusting each other, knowing that they're going to do their jobs, I'm going to do my job, and the whole team's counting on me to get the first down if it is me. So really just mentally preparing for the opportunity and getting it done.
I thought it was interesting. I asked Coach Day about the play that you ran over the safety for Edinboro. First of all, how did that feel?
I wish I could have kept my feet after.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. But the play, I thought it was interesting, though, because the play after, your coaching staff decides to hit a play action pass, and it goes for a 40-yard touchdown. And obviously the play before with you running over the safety had something to do with that. So the way that kind of came together kind of shows you guys how things kind of work hand in hand like that, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's the plan this week, too, is to have the run game feed off the pass game and vice versa. I know after that play, it kind of sparked the stadium a little bit, and we wanted to test that guy in coverage. So take a guy like Terrell Gaither, we'll trust him going up with anybody. So took a shot with him, and he came up with it.
Logan, really a tough loss for you last week, though. You were right there at the end. Where's the team mentally at right now, and how was the week of practice, that kind of thing, in terms of you guys bouncing back?
Yeah, it was definitely a difficult loss, especially losing in that way. But I think, if anything, it's really made us a lot hungrier this week in practice, and we've really been focusing on taking everything one lift at a time, one play at a time at practice, and just trusting the process and understanding that if we do that and trust our preparation, then we'll be successful this Saturday.
Now, you and some other guys had the opportunity to move on from Seton Hill if you wanted to when COVID hit, but you decided to stay, and there were a number of other players that said, hey, we don't want our career to go out like this. Why was it important for you to stay at Seton Hill and play this year?
Yeah. As you know, Seton Hill football has been struggling a little bit since I came here. We were 0-11 my freshman year, and just watching the transformation of that team to the team that we have now, and a lot of that is thanks to the coaching staff that we got. This new staff's been great, and then also a lot of the players have bought in, and those players that chose to come back with me, we just recognized that we had an opportunity to do something special, and definitely wanted to see that out and finish the season strong.
And talk about the mindset where it was a couple of years ago to now. It feels like night and day. I know you guys want to win more games and everything, but I just feel like the general perception of the football program right now with you guys is a lot different than what it was before.
Yeah, I think that now there's a lot more focus on being a brotherhood and having your teammates back, and I feel like a lot of guys on the team they're going to give it their all, not only for themselves, for the coaches, but for the guy next to them. And I think that we just recognize that we do have an opportunity to do something really special with this group. And it started back in 2019 when we first got the coaches, recognizing that we did have a problem within the culture and we could change it and be successful and kind of put this university on the map.
Talk about the way you run the football. I love watching you run, man, whether you're running over somebody or not. You're such a physical runner. Have you always kind of been like that, even going back to high school?
Yeah, I would say even back in youth, I've always prided myself in being a physical back. I think earlier this year, in the first couple of games, I was being a little bit too quick to be physical, and I think that the biggest thing that's helped me along this season is being a little bit more patient. Mm-hmm. But I definitely take pride in, at the end of the run, if there's nowhere to go, then finishing it with a boom. So,
talking to Logan Wiland, graduate student, of course, running back from Vestal, New York. Logan, we'll ask you a couple of questions about yourself. When did you start playing football? Tell us about playing football in Vestal and growing up.
Yeah, so I started playing football. I was 7 years old, maybe 8. But I played in the youth league. I played with one of our teammates, actually, Zach Kittner.
Oh, okay.
Me and him have played football, same team. Yeah, ever since youth football. It was a really cool league, and I definitely fell in love with the game back then, and it's been a passion for me ever since. I knew since I was a little kid that I wanted to play college football, so yeah.
And here you are. What do you enjoy most about playing football?
What I enjoy most, and one thing I'm really starting to realize now, being a fifth-year senior, with this being my last season, is just the camaraderie of the team. Everything, especially on the field, but off the field as well. It's not everybody gets the opportunity to be a part of a team where you have 100 brothers that have your back, and you guys are doing the same thing, going through the same grind, building those connections. So that's definitely what I'll miss and what I cherish the most.
So when you're not on the football field, which is rare, when you're not in class, which is also rare, what are you doing? What are some of your hobbies to keep you busy? I
like playing the game with my friends. A lot of guys on the team will play FIFA, 2K, Madden, all that. Other than that, not too much really. Maybe get an extra lift in or something.
Yeah, right.
Watch some Netflix.
Oh man, what's your favorite show on Netflix?
I just finished up Squid Game, which is.
I heard. That's an interesting show, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
I haven't watched it yet, but it's interesting. I've heard.
I definitely recommend people to watch that. That's a good show.
You mentioned FIFA too. I downloaded FIFA a few months ago, and actually this is probably longer than that, and I just can't score any goals. It's just really frustrating, and I lose online, and I'm done already. Yeah. So I can't put myself through that. Do you play that a lot then? Is that probably your top?
Yeah, John Makel and Uriah Rajkumar, we always go back and forth playing that. So
yeah, that's fun. How about your favorite food at the Calf? What would that be?
The classic meal that I get at the Calf is a garden salad with 2 pieces of chicken.
Okay.
So that's probably my favorite thing.
Nice and basic.
Yeah.
How about your favorite sports movie?
Favorite sports movie? That one's tough. I mean, I'll just list a few.
Yeah.
Definitely Miracle is one of them.
Oh, that's probably my favorite, actually.
Yeah, that's a great movie. We watched that as a team in camp, actually.
Nice.
So that was great. Remember the Titans also.
Another good one, yeah.
Yeah, not only the sports aspect, football, but the off-the-field aspect of that movie, too. So
everybody coming together.
Yeah, it's a classic, but I'd probably say that one would have to be my favorite.
Yeah. You know what? I think we're pretty alike there, because I think those might be my 2 favorite, too. How about your major here at Seton Hill and your plans for after college, Logan?
Yeah, so my undergrad degree was in business administration, and I'm getting my MBA in business management right now.
Okay.
So my plans after graduation, really not sure yet. Focusing on football and my grad courses right now, but hoping to use the spring semester as some time where I'm just doing school and I can really start focusing on the next step for me.
Yeah, sounds good. Logan, thank you so much. I know you guys are excited to bounce back here with a victory, hopefully, at Mercyhurst, and good luck, man. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
That is Logan Wiland, grad student running back from Vestal, New York. We will continue on Griffins Game Day as Sean and Roger rejoin you live from Erie and Mercyhurst right here on the Westmoreland Sports Network.